This country is not apologetic for the actions that took place against your foremothers and forefathers here in this country. And you got the damn flag on your motherfucking shoulder in love with the country that did that to you. And then to the right, which is his left shoulder, but to the right, which is from our view, you see the brother, he's sitting there with the flag of the LGBTQ community. What's LGBTQ? It's a movement right now, family, that they got laws passed that is basically it's okay to be gay, be a lesbian, be a queer, be whatever you want to be in regards to the aspects of that culture. You can be black, you can be white, you can be Hispanic, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. And like I said, this is America. You can be that. That's on you. This video is not an attack on the LGBTQ community. This video is not an attack on anyone's sexuality. But I'm letting you know front hand, it is an actual fact that that culture was forced upon us during slavery, man. So when you see that mentality taking place in a black man or a black woman, you must know where it comes from. Do your homework. Do your homework. Okay? Instead of him walking around with this RBG flag, which is the Pan-African flag that was given to us by Marcus Garvey, which was to give us dignity and teach us to have self-pride and a lot of other things to go along with it, which I'm not going to get too into because I'm not going to spread the knowledge to you who don't know it. If you want more research on the RBG flag, go look it up. That's my flag. That's my baby's flag. That's my daughter's flag. That's my son's flag. We represent it, and we're going to represent it to the fullest because that flag represents us. This flag wasn't created by us, fam. You're hood hopping. You're not representing what you're supposed to be representing. You're hood hopping. This is Georgia for you. So while Ahmaud getting shot and he getting killed, and there's an active war against the black man in Georgia, against the black woman in Georgia, that's the mentality you have right now, fam. That's your mentality. That's your mentality. This should be the mentality that you have. This is the mentality that you should have in Georgia right now. You got the black brothers to your right. You got the sister in the middle, ready to ride. They taught you well, sister. You was raised well. Your father and your mother taught you well. You know your place. You know that you need to be a soldier for your children and protect your children by any means necessary because you are behind enemy lines. If you are in the South, you are behind enemy lines right now. If you live in the South, you are walking on the soil of a land where your foremother and forefathers was forced to work from sun till you can't see in the day, till you can't see at night for 7 days a week for free. No human resources department. No, you're not getting no pay whatsoever. You was raped with no justice, and if you ran away from the child molester, if you ran away, they sent the slave patrol after you to go take you, kidnap you, whip you to submission, send you back to the slave master, which was a demonic terrorist, and force you to rape you again to bear children that you didn't even want. So when we raise our women correctly and we raise them right and we teach them the history of this demonic land called America, we teach them about the terrorist acts that was cast upon them for hundreds of years. Not days, not hours, not weeks, not months. I'm talking about hundreds of years, a lifetime. You are behind enemy lines right now, black man and woman. So you must defend and protect yourself by any means necessary. I love this picture right here. I love the brothers with the firearms. I love the sister with the firearms. I love the unity of this picture. This is the mentality that you need to have right now, Georgia. But you want to know, instead of the brothers having the perfect, proper mentality in this act of war, in the state of war that we're in right now in 2020, We're not talking about 1920. We're not talking about 1820. We're talking about 2020, so-called 2020. This is the mentality that you need to have in Georgia, black man. You teach the woman how to protect the woman and how to protect the black child if you are unable to do so. That's the black man's job. The black man's job is to teach the black woman how to be a warrior to protect herself and her baby if we are not capable of doing so. It's not your job to do the woman's job, black man. It's your job to be a man, to guide and protect your family by any means necessary. Be a man. You're not a woman. You can't breastfeed no baby. You can't give birth to no baby. Your job is to protect the woman whose job is to do that. That's your job, black man. But you want to know what black man is doing in Georgia? You want to know what the black man's mentality is in Georgia? That's the black man's mentality in Georgia. That's the black man's mentality in Georgia. Do you see this picture here? This is a black man who done everything he can. He done everything he can to become a woman. A transsexual. A transsexual. That's what that is. That's a transsexual right there. Now, like I said, I'm not bashing anyone who is from the LGBTQ community, but I want you to know that this is your black man in Georgia right now. So, do you think that the Ku Klux Klan is intimidated by you? You don't scare nobody, man. You don't scare nobody, dude. The Ku Klux Klan can shoot your ass in your head, shoot you in your throat, shoot you in the back. They can hunt you down like wild deer. It's open season on black men all day, every day. But if these black men and these black women was to come out and let these motherfuckers know, hey, hold up, man. You got the wrong one. You ain't doing that shit today. Those years and those days is over. If the Ku Klux Klan was to see this, if these white terrorist demonic Ku Klux Klan was to see a picture of this in the community, in their face every day, 24/7, 365 days out of the year, if they seen that, I can guarantee you that they would think twice before they pull that trigger. They would think twice before they approach you, because they would know deep inside their soul that there would be consequences and repercussions behind the actions of them pulling that trigger. But when they think about black men, they don't get intimidated. You know why? Because that's who they see in Atlanta, in Georgia. That's who you see in Georgia. That's what you see in Georgia. That's what you see in Georgia. That's what you see in Georgia. So, who you think you fooling? Who you think you fooling? Huh? Who you think you fooling with that shit? You ain't fooling nobody with that shit. And in 2020, you got a president like Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump. What you think he gonna do about it? You don't think he heard about what happened to Ahmaud? You don't think he heard about what happened to Ahmaud? You think Trump give a fuck? This is the president of the country that you live in, and you think he give a fuck? You think he gonna bring you some justice? You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. And like I said, man, I'm gonna end it on this. You must know your history. You must know what occurred in the land that you live in called America. In this last slide that I'm going to present to you, you could see when your black ass got off them boats and you came to America, black man and black woman, and you was raised up in America and was raised to be a slave, you was considered property. You were not considered a human being, okay? You were considered property. The black man can be bought and can be sold at any price at any auction. Your black woman could be bought, could be sold on the auction block for any price at any given moment. Your black baby could be bought, could be sold to the highest bidder by at any time, any day of the year. That is dehumanizing. You had no human rights in this country. And if you look at the 13th Amendment and you read the other articles in that amendment, you will realize that still in this day, 2020, the laws are set up. So if your ass was to get murdered by a white man or a white woman for any reason at all, it is set for there to be barely, if any, no consequences at all. Because you know why? Because in the mentality of the elite and the racist whites here in America, they know deep inside their soul that you are not a human being to them, in their opinion, from their culture and their beliefs. You are not considered a human being to them. They wish that they can take it back to a time like this right now in this photo I'm showing you. They loved seeing black men and black women treated as property, being bought and sold at any given time. They love that they could buy your child, like they go to the pet shop and they go buy a little kitten and they go buy a little puppy, go buy a little goldfish. When they was just the thought of that and the understanding of that mentality, that is the same actions and mentality and the rights and of the law of the land here in America. The same laws at hand was then. They were forced to stop it. They didn't want to stop it. They didn't just wake up and say, oh, we're going to give it, put it to an end. They fought to continue to keep you in that predicament where you were denied education, you were denied human rights. They loved it every day, and they kept it like that for hundreds and hundreds of years. And when the war broke out, the Civil War broke out, they were forced to discontinue treating you that way. But whenever you see a Confederate flag, you must understand, when you see a Confederate flag, wherever there is a land where there's a Confederate flag, they are telling you that you are still a nigger to them. You can be killed without consequence. Your baby can be killed without consequence. Your mother and your father can be killed without consequence, because you will always be looked upon as a nigger to them. And if you disagree, they don't give a fuck about how you feel. They'll just blow your motherfucking head off without consequence. And they're not afraid of you, black men and women. They're not afraid of you. They're not afraid of you. They're not afraid of you. Because when they think about black men, that's what they see. Why would I be afraid of you? When they think about black men, they see this type of person. Someone who is only focused on being a part of the LGBTQ community. They're not worried about you. You don't pump no fear in their heart. You're soft. You don't pump no fear in their heart. They're not afraid of you. When they see you putting on eyeliner and looking soft and trying to be cute and shaking your ass and twerking, and they see that your mentality is completely gone. Your mentality is completely gone. You're not a soldier. You're not an African warrior. You're soft. You're not worried about you. You don't pump no fear in their heart. You don't pump no fear in their heart. You don't pump no fear in their heart. They're not scared of this. They don't fear that. If they put out an AK or an assault rifle and shot this whole community up, this whole little meeting, this whole little drill team, whatever the fuck you want to call this, if they shot that whole motherfucker up, they know. They ain't got to worry about them. They ain't got to worry about them. They ain't got to worry about them. Because they know that you're soft, baby. You ain't got no heart. You ain't got no juice. The same way you didn't have no juice then. So I'm going to end it on this note. We need justice for my brother, man. We need justice for my brother, man. We need justice, man. We need justice, man. And I ain't talking about that that Martin family justice, thinking you about to go to the courthouse and go get some justice. I ain't talking about that. We need justice, man. All he wanted to do was go for a jog. Went through the wrong neighborhood, had to fight for his life, got shot by a shotgun close range twice, and the white man who did it, Travis, and this punk ass, soft ass, coward, Ku Klux Klan affiliated daddy, Gregory, are at home chilling, laughing, hee hee ha ha, watching Netflix, baby. We need to put an end to this shit. We gotta put an end to this shit. We're gonna get our own justice. 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 You see that? We're gonna get our own justice. We're gonna get our own justice. Because you thinking they gonna give you justice? You wrongfully mistaken. You think the lawmakers is gonna give you justice? You're wrongfully mistaken. You think that all white jewelry is gonna give you justice? You're wrongfully mistaken. You're wrongfully mistaken. You gotta understand, man. This could be you tomorrow. This could be you tomorrow. This could be you today. You could be walking down the street in America and they could walk up on you with a shotgun and they could smoke you right now with no consequence. This could be you today. Who's gonna be the next brother to get killed tomorrow? Who's gonna be the next brother to get killed today? Who's gonna be the next Ahmaud to get smoked 5 hours from now? All you wanna do is go for a jog and then you can go wind up like Ahmaud. Rest in peace, brother. We love you, brother. We're gonna do all we can to support your family. We're gonna do all we can to let the world know that this just gotta stop. This just gotta stop. This just gotta stop, family. Because like you see the brother in this photo here, you could be the next one. This is the Mac Phantom God coming at you live out of the 206 just to give you a quick reminder and let you know the truth behind the reality of living in America. You're going to either become another victim or you're going to stand up and you're going to ride for what's yours, black man. You're going to stand up and ride? Or are you going to expect him to give you some justice? Are you going to be a man? Or is you going to get your shit cut off and want to be a female all of a sudden? Wake up, Atlanta. Wake up, Georgia. I'm talking about you motherfuckers in Georgia. Yes, I am. I'm talking about the motherfuckers in Georgia. Because I'm telling you, you fuck around, you go to the right state, you'll see more of this. You have black brothers and sisters who's riding for the cause and they're strictly RBG and they riding. And you ain't gonna be able to run up on them and do that square ass shit. But see, in Atlanta, in Georgia, you ain't scaring nobody, pimp. You ain't scaring nobody. With your fake ass titties, you ain't scaring nobody. He don't give a fuck about you. The president, the commander-in-chief of this country, he don't give a fuck about you. Know your history. This is how they view you in America. Step your game up, or we'll be witnessing another murder.